Hi, Aquarius. Don't be mad at me. I know I'm late on this read. I know I'm late on this read, but know this, Aquarius. Y'all know y'all one of my favorites, and y'all know that if I don't read nobody else, y'all know I'm gonna read y'all. So you know I got you, okay? All right. So hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're gonna take a look at you and your new person, your soulmate, when it comes to love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I was on vacation. You know what happens, Aquarius? You got to take a vacation from the vacation, right? When you come back. So I was kind of like dragging a little bit, but I am back. Okay. All right, here we go. So overall energy for this week's reading is the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy. Okay. Some of you may be meditating, or this could be spirit telling you you need to meditate. Okay. With the Temperance card, this is all about balance. And so one of the easiest ways to balance yourself out is meditation. So like if you having a bad day and shit just ain't working out, life ain't lifing, spirit is telling you that this is one way you can balance yourself out. It will help you to feel better. It will help raise your vibration, because when you sit and you just let everything go, you're able to rise back up to wherever you were before then, or sometimes higher than that. Okay, like I told you, you don't have to do 10 minutes, you don't have to do 20 minutes, you don't have to do an hour, you ain't got to do all that shit like hours. We're not trying to be yogis here, because I'm not trying to be no damn yogi, because I do like 14 minutes a day. I used to only do 10 minutes. So start where you start and don't feel any kind of way about it. Even if you can just sit to yourself and just be still for like 2 or 3 minutes, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, because it's like you go back to, go back to God. You go back to the collective, the whole collective of the universe, and you get to feel a little bit of God for a few minutes. And I'm telling you, a few minutes goes a long way. Okay. All right. Underneath this, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Sagittarius energy. This is talking about this connection coming in, being fated. It is also talking about your soulmate. Okay. I feel like, some of you might have cats, because I keep seeing cats in this deck. It's a lot of cats in this deck because, of course, it's a witch tarot card deck. But I feel like, this is just spirit telling you, you got good stuff coming. Okay. All right. Underneath this is the Lover's card. You got all these damn major arcana cards. What you been doing, Aquarius? Look, you got some good stuff coming to you. Okay. So with the Lover's card, this is Gemini energy. Again, this is talking about a connection where you and this person vibe on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. So this person is coming, Aquarius, okay? And they coming to fucking stay. And the reason why I'm saying they coming to stay, because like I just said, all three of the damn cards that I just pulled for you are major arcana. And then it's some more major arcana here in your thing. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So there is some more major arcana here in the reading, a couple of more. So like I said, you got some major changes coming to your life, Aquarius. So hang in there. I know it gets tough at times. I know sometimes, you just want to throw this shit down and walk away and be like, fuck a soulmate, fuck it. I know, I get it. Because I feel like that shit sometimes too. Like I said, because I'm going to fucking keep it real. I'm not going to sit here and tell you no shit and not tell you the damn truth and not tell you what I go through. Because just because I'm a reader does not mean I'm exempt from all this stuff that you go through as well. Okay? All right. So here we go. Let's start off with, we're going to clarify this Temperance card. Let's go ahead and do that. Temperance, please. All right. Temperance. Okay. Oh, Lord. Woo. Hold on 1 second, Aquarius. Just give me a second and I will tell you what I see. Not that big. Why are they showing us for your Temperance? Hold on. Hold on. You got some visitors. Temperance. Okay. I need to get the whole picture first. Hold on. I'm just pulling all these cards because I need to know. Because we're going to go in depth, Aquarius. We always do. Okay, here we go. All right, so we just finna get the negative shit out the way, okay? So your twin, all right, because that's why this is showing up. Your twin is walking away from their karmic partner. I'm just letting you know, this news flash. You know, if it falls on the table, I'm going to tell you what it says, but we are not going to spend the whole fucking reading talking about this person. Okay, so your twin is walking away from the karmic partner, right? Because they are drawn to you, boo. They are stalking you, watching you, trying to see what they can do. I told y'all. I don't know if I told y'all this or not. Let me say this. This is why I feel like this is why Spirit threw these cards out too. For some of you, I don't know if you found who your person is, the soulmate is, or somebody tried to come towards you and then something got fucked up between the two of y'all. Let me put this out here, because I'm willing to bet money on this that somebody's gonna come back in the comments. Many of y'all might come back in the comments to tell me that this happened to y'all. Or like I said, you may have found your person, your soulmate, and something went wrong between the two of y'all. Okay, it might have been this person came in hot and heavy, and then all of a sudden they disappeared, or they came in, you know, hot and heavy, and then you tried to go towards them, and they acted like, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they was acting like the twin, like little bit, not you know, bread, you know, not the breadcrumbing and the abuse and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they started to come in your direction, or either you figured out who it was and you may have tried to go in their direction, and they may have like pulled themselves away, you know, kind of did some shit like when you told the twin how you felt, and they didn't give you any, you know, any response, or they may have told you something and then ran in the other direction. Okay, let me say this. If that has happened to you, for some of y'all, this twin is trying to, I told y'all this, cast spells or go to somebody. And you know, I'm not, let me say this. Even though I'm a tarot card reader, I'm fucking woo woo. All right, I'm as woo woo as they come. I got sage and candles and all this fucking woo woo shit, incense and everything back here. You just can't see everything, right? Because I don't want to waste y'all time while I'm cleansing and doing my rituals and stuff like that, okay? But I'm saying all of this to say that I'm not, I'm not one of them readers that talk about spells, spell work, and all that shit all the time. I don't do that, because I try to focus on the things that we can deal with. But I have to say this to y'all, okay? So if you found out who your person was and something got fucked up between the two of y'all, it could be because this twin is messing around with shit, trying to do stuff, because this person is trying to come back into your energy, okay? And they don't care how they do it. That's why that's why I always will say little things about this person, because I want to keep you in awareness about them, to know that they dirty and they will do anything they can in order, because it's about winning for them. I told you it's about winning, it's about attention, it's about all this stuff, but we're not gonna go in depth with that. I just wanted to put that out there to you. This person is fantasizing about you on a regular basis. They may be I don't want to, this is what Spirit gave me, so I gotta say it, beating the meat or doing the other stuff, male or female, make it fit, males, you know what I'm talking about, fantasizing about you, okay? Because they are drawn to you. But I also feel like this card is coming out because this is your soulmate as well, drawn to you. This person can feel you moving away, all right? And they're going to try to do like last ditch efforts, is what I hear in my head. Try to make last ditch efforts in order to try to get you back. Even though we know, we talked about this is not what you want, I still have to tell you what's going on. Okay. So everything is happening in divine timing. You know this person is going to come back when you get together with this person and try to move on. But this person, this twin, is trying to come back in your energy, and they are trying to make sure that this other person is not, in their way. Let me say it like that, okay? So, like I said, this new person is drawn to you. Ooh, not like this. Drawn to you, okay? And then we've got the voice card. So this is about you needing to learn how to speak your truth. I feel like Spirit is bringing this card up is because this fucker is going to try to come back, and you gotta be ready to stand your ground, you know, stand in your power, know your worth, and set your boundaries. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. Excuse me. When I channel, my nose runs and I get hot. So let's go. Okay. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the card that represents you this week. And we got the Five of Swords. So I feel like what this is talking about, I don't feel like this is talking about defeat. I feel like you maybe at times you may feel defeated because a lot of y'all been waiting a long time for this person. But you got to realize they got shit going on just like you got stuff going on. And I know it sucks for somebody to put somebody into your energy, or for a spirit to put somebody in your energy and then be like, wait, hold up a minute, because something is going on, right? But like I said, all of this stuff is playing out the way it's supposed to play out. You are not behind. You have not lost, you know, any time. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. Okay. Sometimes spirit will do this because they need to trigger the other person, trigger your person, to kick them in the ass to do something they need to do. Because like I said, for some of y'all, this person, like I told you, they got dragged, and there may be some residual energy or some stuff left over, or it could be that their person tried to come back and it could have caused them to relapse. It could be all kind of shit I'm getting from this. Okay. But I feel like we're gonna look at this card as in you are gonna win at all costs. You gonna get your damn person at all costs. Fuck a twin, fuck a ex on your person's side, on your soulmate side. Fuck all that. We going for the gold. We going to get our person regardless, right? Okay, let's clarify. Five of Swords. Again. Look at Spirit with the divine time. I know. I don't like them cards neither, but you know it is what it is. Okay, we got seize the opportunity here. I feel like that's talking about your person, the soulmate coming forward to try to seize the opportunity. Okay, yeah. See, they trying to get back in their confidence bag. They trying to pick back up to, you know, they trying to step back into that boss energy they were in, male or female, before they step to you. Because I told you, for a lot of them, they're a little bit intimidated by you. Okay, so there may be something spiritually that they may have to deal with, but this could also be talking about this twin, that the twin is trying to come back, and they're going to try to make you think they fixed things, but they didn't. Okay. All right. So let me get one more card, then we're going to move on. Okay. Yeah. See, they playing the damn victim. I don't know why they so damn hard, so strong in this read. And they, you know, this is a grief thing going on here. I feel like this is your person. They're going through grief and trying to reinvent themselves. Look at the suit. There's a suit showing up twice. Okay, so that so that they can be ready to seize the opportunity when the time comes. That's why I feel like this seize the opportunity card is here. Is because, you know, it's almost like, you know, back in the day. This is an old reference, but I got to give it. You know, back in the day when little kids used to jump rope and play double dutch and all this kind of stuff. I'm from New York. And so in New York, we used to play double dutch and all this kind of stuff. So I feel like that is what is happening. It's like, you know, when you getting ready to jump rope, you trying to catch the rhythm, right? You trying to catch the rhythm, because when your opening comes, you got to be ready to jump. And I feel like that's what's going on with your new person, right? They sitting there, they like, okay, got to get my confidence together, you know, because I'm getting ready. I went through all this stuff. I went through all this stuff with the grief, and I'm reinventing myself. I'm stepping back into this energy because I'm getting ready. Because when spirit say go, I'm jumping. And I feel like that is what is going on with your person at this time. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the card we have for them this week, it is the Judgment card. This is Scorpio energy. Like I said, they want to be the second chance in your life. Okay. Because remember, Judgment is all about second chances. So they want to be the second chance in your life. They don't want anybody else coming in trying to take their spot. That's why I told you they sitting there and they waiting, trying to see if anybody else trying to you know, jump in the jump rope and trying to jump before them. They say ain't nobody getting in front of them. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Oh, look, I know. I know. I'm here too. I'm here too. I know. That's what I tell you in the beginning. You just want to throw shit down. Just be like, fuck this, whatever, whatever. I know you want your joy, Aquarius. I know you want your joy. You deserve your joy after all the bullshit you've been through. But come on, we got to hang on. We got to hang on. You got to stay with me. We got the week. So we can get through this, okay? You got cause look what's coming. The confession is coming from your person. It is coming. It is only a matter of time. You gotta just hang on, okay? Just hang on and let this person get through what they're going through, get the clarity that they need, and I promise you they're gonna show up, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Cause look at her face. Look at her face. They show me this fucking card all the time. So you impatient, I'm like, yes, I own it. I have zero patience. Let me be positive about it. I am currently cultivating more patience in my life. But I ain't never had none. I always want my shit yesterday. So we right here when it comes to that. Okay. All right. So because your person is evolving. Okay, they're evolving because this masculine we talking about is a soulmate. We ain't worrying about this one over here. Okay. Okay, so the energy between the two of you. Let me get this card. I wanted to pull it. That's why I pulled this deck. Well, I picked up the deck, I mean. Okay, look, see? They want to pull out all the stops, baby. They want to travel the world with you. I think this is like Thailand. So they want to go all over the world with you, this new person, okay? This person, I feel like consume their thoughts, all right? It's as difficult for them to be away from you as it is for you to be away from them, okay? So, like I said, the energy between the both of you is the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. This is both of you. This is beautiful. I'm glad to see this. This is about both of you in the healing energy, doing what you need to do because y'all know what is coming. Okay? So I love this. I love to see this. Pat yourself on the back, Aquarius, and cross watchers, pat yourself on the back too, because you're doing what Spirit is asking you to do. Let's clarify. Yeah, see, because that healing, that's going to give you the guidance, the feather. Okay, so look, let me tell you this. It's so funny. This past week, I got to talk to y'all because it's been a minute since I really sat down and talked to y'all. So this week has been very interesting. I've been seeing, remember I tell y'all about the feathers. The feathers might be significant because the guidance from Spirit. I've been seeing feathers on the ground, and I don't know what it is with the birds. I don't know if the birds are migrating now because it's about to be winter or whatever, but I've been seeing birds everywhere. Birds on my car, birds on the ground. When I was coming back home from Las Vegas, every time I stopped, there were birds. I hear them twittering. I look around and they right there looking at me and just birds everywhere. And I don't know what that is because I don't normally see birds like that all the time. And so it's funny because I always tell y'all about the birds, and it's a deck that I always use that, it talks about, let me see if I got it. I tell you that the birds in the cards, to me, they represent Spirit. It's that deck. I actually used it this week on another sign, but it's a picture of somebody with the page of wands, and they're like this listening, and the bird is on the limb. The birds are on the limb, and it's like the guy is listening to what Spirit is telling them. So I feel like that's coming up for a reason, because like I told you, we got all these major arcana cards coming up here, and I feel like it has to do. Is to me what I'm hearing is your person is imminent. They're coming, okay? They're coming, but you can't lose hope. You can't lose hope. That's why Spirit is telling you to do the healing, because they're telling you with this Hermit card that it is helping you to, keep your hope alive. And then with the guidance card, you're getting guidance from Spirit. All right? Let's clarify. Let's pull some cards for your person. See what they want to say about them. Yeah, see? Yeah, look, that's what I'm talking about. Take the shirt off. So you got your divine. I will tell you, they coming. And for some of you, they're coming with a gift, okay? They're coming with a gift. And for some of you, this is Spirit saying that this person is coming towards you is a gift from Spirit for you doing all of the beautiful work that you've been doing on yourself. So like I said, pat yourself on the back, Aquarius. You should be proud because you've been through a lot of fucking shit. We've been riding for a long time. And I'm so glad to see all of this beautiful information coming through from spirit. Okay, so when it comes to the outcome, we got the Queen of Wands showing up here. Fire, excuse me, not fire sign, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This can talk about, you know, you could be holding yourself back. Your person could be holding themselves back. Let me clarify, because I want to see exactly what spirit is saying about this card. Hold on. Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. So you're overcoming. Okay, you got two cards here. Okay, so both of you and your person, you're healing your hearts. Okay, this is about healing heartbreak, letting go of toxicities or addictions. I told you, some of y'all, your person has addictions. You have addictions too. We all human. Like I said, everybody has their thing. I don't care if it's something legal or if it's something illegal. Everybody has their thing where they, if it's that, get the fuck out the way, because here they come. Here they come. Everybody has that one thing. Okay, it's good. Some people have several. Some people only have one, but everybody at least got one. Okay, so this is about y'all putting this down, getting rid of a lot of things, or getting them under control. And then with the Phoenix card, this is about, this is my Scorpio energy card. So like I told you, there's a lot of y'all watch here that y'all got Scorpio placements, or it could be your person that have Scorpio placements. And it's talking about a new phase or rekindling, okay? Renewal and growth, okay? About you learning how to change your mind about, who you are, what you want, and rising from the ashes, okay? All right. Let me get some more cards. Queen of Swords, please. Because like I said, but I feel like you are sitting in the energy where you protecting your energy. You like, everybody can't come up in here. Everybody can't come up in here, because if you come up in here and you come wrong, I'm going to chop your ass with this sword. That's what I feel like is going on. And I feel like your person is like that too. We've got the confused card here. It could be because you're waiting, because things are taking time. Like I said, some stuff just takes the time it takes. Okay, we got the abusive drunken love card here. Let me see why this is showing up, because this could be your twin, because we know for a lot of y'all, this twin was all about the drinking and the drugging and the doing all kind of partying stuff or whatever. Let me see what spirit tells me. Abusive drunken love, please. Okay. So we got the warrior card coming here. So this may be, like I told you, for some of you, your person may have to overcome this. I just feel like this, the thing about this relationship, this is about both of you stepping up and becoming the best people you can be, the best Aquarius and the best whatever sign your person is. Okay, we just gonna say they are Aries, because a lot of times they show up as an emperor, the boss, right? So Aries, male or female, don't matter, or the Empress. We can say Taurus, Libra too. So I feel like spirit is using the both of you. I don't want to say against each other, but using the both of you to help each other through certain things. Because let me tell you this, when I tell you that this connection is healing, this energy is healing, the healing has already started, sweetheart. It's not going to start when the two of you get together. Y'all already in each other's energy. There's a card that falls out of one of these decks and it says fifth dimensional lover. Y'all are already together in the 5D. Every time you close your eyes and you think about your person, every time you feel their energy, or you hear a song from them, or you sending them something, y'all are in each other's energy. Okay? Every time you dreaming about each other, you're in each other's energy. So you're already healing each other. And I feel like the love you have for each other is so strong and it's so beautiful, until it's pushing both of you to do what it is you need to do to prepare for this connection. Okay? So like I said, think about the strides you're making since what is going on after this person is going on now. Okay? It's like I said, I think it's a beautiful thing, but I feel like this person they have to get themselves together just like everybody else. And like I told you, there's nobody on this earth that don't have an issue. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Everybody's got an issue. Okay? All right. So hold on. My cards are falling on the floor, so I gotta see what is going on here. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there are any messages in these cards for you. because it just spontaneously fell off the deck. Okay, we had your card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see what Spirit is telling you, right? Show compassion. Show compassion. Give this person the grace. Okay? Give this person the grace that you would want them to give you. Okay? Because we are not all always firing on all cylinders. All of us have issues that we have to deal with. All of us have things that we've done. All of us have done stupid things or made stupid decisions. And we all figure out our own way to numb certain things when we've gone through stress and strife and trauma and all that type of stuff. Okay. So Spirit is telling you to remember that. Remember, show the person the grace that you would want to be shown if it were you. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from Spirit. Okay, we've got warning. It says don't dismiss the red flags here. I feel like, this is Spirit talking about them red flags from this person coming. I told you they gonna come and try to do some more crazy stuff. Let me get another card. Okay, see, and then Spirit says at the bottom of the deck, wait, the timing is not quite right. Okay, trust. It's safe to trust in this situation. Then we have denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. Integrity, does this situation align with your morals, your values and morals? I feel like Spirit is asking you this because, like I said, you have a choice coming up. We talk about it all the time. You know what it is. I'm not going to go, any more in depth into it because then we got to talk about the other person. We're not going to do that. All right. So let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay. So we've got you are my home. We also have everything is happening in divine timing. And then we've got you deserve to have me at my absolute best. Okay. That's what you see, what they're telling you. Okay. That's the difference between this one and this one is that this one, it doesn't have a problem with seeing the error of their ways. They know that they're not perfect. They know they have things to work on just like everybody else. And they are willing to do the work to elevate to get to where it is that they have to do, where they have to get for this relationship to be successful. Okay. Whereas the other person, like I said, it was just all about sex for them. All right. So let's get some more messages. Let's see what else they want to tell you. Hold on. Okay. They're saying that, we belong together or you belong together. They're so obsessed with you. Please be mine. Look, you're about to reunite. And remember, I tell you, it's reunion because you had a past life with this person. Okay. They feel like their life would be nothing without you. Okay. That's what you want. That's what I want. I want somebody. Look, I want somebody like the damn stuff on TV where they like, I can't breathe without you. I want somebody that's like that about me. Okay. That's what I want. I want all of it. I want all of the little fairy tale stuff. I want you to tell me all the stuff. Okay. Look, it says, my love is real for you. My love for you is real. Never doubt it. Okay. And then underneath that, it says, I will call or text you very soon. Like I said, some of y'all, this person knows who you are. Like I told you, same friend group. You could be, you could be on a parents, you could be in the PTA committee and this person could be seeing you. Could be a parent that's looking at you that is a single parent or something like that. You never know. It could be anybody, anywhere. And like I said, it's not somebody with whom you had some crazy fucking thing in the past with. Okay. All right. Let me get one more. Okay. Your person is telling you you're a masterpiece. You're one of the best things in their life. They said you'd never let me be free, will you? I've always loved you. Okay. So this person, they say they're going to love you. They love you now. This is, like I told you, this is the love where 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, this person is still looking at you the way they looked at you on day one. Okay. And then we've got, do you think about me as much as I think about you? I wish you were next to me. I listen to music, about you. Are you going crazy thinking about me too? So it is This person, you're mirroring each other and you're both feeling the same way. You're both champing at the bit. I always say that, champing at the bit to want to be together. Okay. All right. Okay. So before you go, we're going to pull some Romance Angel Oracle cards. See what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. I'm gonna get you 3 because I was late on the reading. Okay. So we've got playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So like I said, you and this person are going to have a very playful relationship together. Like I told you, it's going to be your inner children. This person is going to open you up to where you can completely and 100% be yourself. Okay. You're going to feel safe to tell them certain things, to act, act and be your true authentic self. And that's a beautiful thing because there's a lot of people in this world that will never feel like they will be able to truly be themselves. That's one of the things that sets this relationship apart from other relationships. It don't matter if your friends is running from one relationship into the other. Okay. Can they truly be themselves? Is it really like this? Is it, you're going to see when you get with this person and then you go on date nights with your friends and stuff like that, you're going to see the difference in the relationships. Okay. Just because somebody's running and jumping into something right now, it doesn't mean that it's on the level of this one. Okay. All right. Then we have passion. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. Although I don't know my mind's in the gutter. I don't know how many date nights y'all going to be on because I told you it's going to be a thing where you can't be in the room with this person. You got to touch them. They got to touch you. And then when you get to touching and all this stuff, then the kissing and then the next thing you know, you got to go. You got to go get your hotel room. Okay. Then we got engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this, like I told you, this person is coming in. They're dating with intention. The intention to lock you down. They don't want you with nobody else. I told you that. They don't play about you. Okay. Aquarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into your love life with your soulmate by taking a look at what's going on between you and them this week, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Five of Cups. This can talk about crying over spilled milk, heartbreak, breakup, separation. So some of you have, stepped away from your person. You've broken up with them, or they may have left you out in the cold. With this Five of Cups, Spirit is telling you, have your time, feel your feelings, but know that you have other options that are ahead of you. Okay, so don't get so caught up in this Five of Cups energy till you're not moving on, till you're just sitting in it and sitting in it and sitting in it, because this too shall pass is what I hear in my mind. Okay, and it's not to make light of what you're going through. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but this is about you learning the lessons you need to learn and moving forward with your life and knowing that on the other side of this, there is love and a person that loves the fuck out of you waiting on you. Okay. All right. So we've got the Four of Cups under this. This can talk about, feeling like you had a missed opportunity. You ain't missing nothing with this person. Anybody that's not treating you right, not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, Aquarius, you ain't missing out on they fucking ass. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it real, right? You ain't missing out on anybody. Okay. You ain't missing out on anybody that don't see your value. You ain't missing out on anybody that fucking doesn't see your worth. You ain't missing out on anybody that has the audacity to try to leave you out in the cold. Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck them. That's what I say. Okay? All right. So underneath this, I don't like that. Okay, so underneath this is the Knight of Swords. This is the new person coming in. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person is going to come in, sweep you off your feet because it is what you rightfully deserve, Aquarius. But what you got to understand is you have to learn from what has happened in the past so you do not repeat it. You know how they talk about history, right? They say if we don't learn from it, we're doomed to repeat it. So that's why, you know, I beat this horse about y'all healing yourselves, okay? And some of y'all are just coming out of a connection or still trying to heal from it with this Five of Cups, okay? And give yourself that time to do what you need to do. But you also need to be in this energy of winning at all costs, okay? This could talk about the fact that you were breadcrumbed, that you were mistreated, that, you know, this person played mind games with you and stuff like that, the twin. But this Five of Swords is also about winning at all costs, about knowing, okay, you hurt my feelings, but I'm down, but I'm not fucking out. I'm going to get up, I'm going to clean myself off, and I'm going to keep walking because, you know, you hit me with your best shot, but you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing like what you thought you did. And like I said, for this person to see you end up with somebody else, moving on, being happy, having a family, having all the things that they could have had with you, that's the biggest and the best fucking revenge there is out there. Okay. All right. So underneath this is the Knight of Pentacles, earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, you are going slowly towards this person. As you heal, you're moving slowly towards the new person, towards the soulmate. Okay. This is the person that's going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. This is just a recap for those of you who are just tuning in, because there are other people that watch. They know the story. They know what's happening. They know what they're in the midst of. Okay. All right. So we've got the Chariot card showing up here as well. This is Cancerian energy. This is talking about, you know, overcoming obstacles, right? Being successful. And I feel like that's what you're going to do. Like I said, but you have to make the decision to do this. Those of you who are currently going through the heartbreak and the breakup from this other person, know that they cannot keep you down, but it's what you believe. It's what you know, because that's what this person wants to do. They want to keep you down. So that's why you got to show them that, you know, they don't have they don't have the force. They don't have the power that they think that they have. Okay. Because once you walk away from this person, they're going to try to walk away and they're not going to be able to, because that's going to be part of their karma for fucking with you. Okay. All right. In case you didn't know, you are protected. If you're here watching this video and it resonates with you, you are protected by your spiritual team, and they're not going to allow anybody to fuck with you and get away with it. Okay. So you got the Hierophant here. This is Taurus energy. This is what's coming towards you. A higher level of commitment. This can be marriage. This could be a long-term committed relationship. This is about your life partner coming into your life. Okay. You are waiting for your ships to come in. And for some of you, they are on the way. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this Five of Cups. Okay. Yeah. You're headed in a new direction, Aquarius. Okay. So yeah, by winter time, I feel like either you're going to already be in a committed connection with this person, or, you know, some of you may meet this person. Because like I said, you got to have time to get over this. Whatever this Five of Cups is for you, you got to have time to get over it. But those of you who are already ready, you may already be in a connection, a committed connection with this person by winter time. Okay. All right. Let's pull some cards for your person. Okay. So your person was in a relationship where they were breaking up and making up and breaking up and making up with their person. Okay. But they have since shattered that chaos by turning away from this person, seeing you, and now wanting to move towards you. Okay. Excuse me. So both of you need to be looking back at the old memories and, you know, doing what you need to do to heal those things so you can move forward. Okay. This is a reminder every week of what you need to be doing, because those of you who are ready to be with this person, you can always be better than where you are. Okay. There can always be something that, how can I say it? There can always be something that you work on. Like, for instance, I've worked on the things that Spirit specifically told me to work on, but I find them coming out with little things, trying to test me to see if I've learned a lesson, or to show me other triggers that I can heal. So you may find that happening to you, and that's what that is. But when you and this person come together, you're going to make new memories. The two of you are going to heal each other, and you're going to realize why the things in the past did not work out, you're going to realize that this person is a blessing to you, just like you're a blessing to them. And this is also about, you know, you moving forward and finally being happy and finally having the type of life you've both desired and deserved. Okay. All right. So when it comes to you, the card we have for you, Queen of Swords. Okay. So you got that damn sword. You like, if you bring your ass too close, you are about to get chopped. Okay. This can talk about somebody who has been through it all. Okay. You may have gone through a divorce. Some of you may be widowed. Okay. This can just speak of just having a lot of tough times. You may have suppressed a lot of this energy, a lot of this, these things that you've experienced. And so this is the stuff you got to dig down deep and get whatever's putting you into this Queen of Swords energy. Okay. I'm telling everybody, if you thinking about this new person that's coming and you feel any type of trepidation, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling, you know, like heightened emotions, that negative emotions, then that means whatever that is that's giving you that, that's what needs to be looked at further. Okay. All right. So we've got the answer is no here. All right. And then we've got the numbing card. So some of you could be numbing, but I feel like this is talking about the twin, because it says, Spirit is saying the answer is no. That this twin, you need to leave this fucker alone. Let them go, because they don't mean you no good. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let me get a couple of other cards for the Queen of Swords, please. Okay. Yeah, this person is regretting. The twin is regretting what they did. We're throwing it to the side because we're not entertaining it, because that's what they want. They want you to entertain it. And so that's why I won't do it. So we've got the summertime here. This could be when this person tries to come back. But like I said, we don't care about that. The only reason I tell you the things I tell you about them is because I don't want you to be blindsided. That's why. Okay? So Spirit, see, that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Those of you who are still looking at that twin, Spirit is telling you, you are settling for this person. You're settling for them because you have somebody come in that's going to be everything you want them to be. Okay? But you gotta turn your head away from this old person and start to love on yourself and focus on yourself, so you can be receptive to this new person coming in. Okay. Your person, the soulmate, was settling as well, being in that connection they were with that person where they were breaking up and making up. Okay. So Spirit is telling you to have patience, because you got to have time to heal yourself. Your person has to have time to heal themselves, and, you know, so that you can come together in the right way, so that you don't have something blowing up in your face anymore. Okay. All right. Okay, so this person, okay, they know that you're their divine masculine or their divine feminine. Make it fit, guys. Okay, if you know, it's a guy watching this, divine, you're this person's divine masculine. They know that. Okay, so we also have butterfly feelings when I'm with you. So that's how this person feels. You give them butterflies. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so this is the role that y'all were in when y'all were going after this person. Okay, these cards are being talked about, but if they're showing up like this in the middle of the read, this is because there's some people coming in. There's starting to be people trickling in that are just cutting this twin loose. So we got to talk about this just to let them know what is happening, so that they're not confused. So this is the role you were in as the chaser: fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependencies. These are the things that you need to heal. That's what Spirit is talking about. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, the new person is soulmate. We have the Magician card here. So this person is manifesting you just like you're manifesting them. All right. Let's clarify. I feel like the both of you have been praying and wishing for each other, but you had to go through what you had to go through to learn what you needed to learn. So everything's going to happen in divine timing. Okay. This situation may be on pause because of certain barriers, and those barriers are the things that need to be looked at. Okay. All right. Because like I said, you both got to be right in order to be together. Okay. So this person's going to love you to the moon and back, and they're going to do whatever is necessary to work on this connection to make it better. So, you know, they're willing to give 100% to make this connection work, because they know that you're the one. All right. Those of you that don't understand, there's a new soulmate. Once you walk away from this twin, there are rewards for you doing that. You have to walk away from the twin. You need to heal yourself. You need to focus on your career, focus on the things that light you up, focus on the reason why you're here on earth. Okay, find what you're supposed to do. Like, for instance, I'm supposed to read cards. I'm supposed to help other twins through the situation because I was a twin. I am a twin flame too. I have been through all of this stuff I'm talking to you about. I've been through it. Okay, I'm a little bit ahead of y'all, and it's so that I can read these cards for you. Okay, all right. So let me get. Okay, so the reason why all of this is happening, okay? This is about you learning how to make healthier choices for yourself, okay? More self-love, more self-care, finding, like I just said, what makes you happy, okay? Having a good love and a good life. And it's also about you healing your heart from what has happened to you in the past. Not just this person, but all the other people in the past who have stomped on your heart and mistreated you. And like I said, it does not have to just be romantic relationships. It could be family members. It could be, friends. It could be people you went to school with. It could be any type of relationship where you felt like you got the short end of the stick. This is about you healing your heartbreak, letting go of toxicity and addictions. And, this is about, letting go also of abusive relationships, because a lot of us have been in abusive relationships for a long time and didn't realize it. Because like I said, the majority of people that were around me at one point were all takers. Nobody was giving me shit. It was people calling me when they needed something, when they knew, because they knew I would do whatever for them and stuff like that. So it was a wake up call for me to realize that I had all these fucking leeches on me and I had to get them off. So like I said, you cannot be afraid, Aquarius, to be alone. You cannot be afraid to be alone, because that is what's going to help bring your person in too, because you're letting spirit know you're not putting up with nobody's bullshit and you're willing to walk this path alone until your person comes, because you gotta cut out all the stuff, all the people that are not serving you, all of it. And it's hard and it's difficult. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy and that you're not going to second guess it and you're not going to feel bad about it. And I'm not going to tell you you're not going to be sad about it and you're not going to have times where you're going to cry. I'm not going to tell you that. I would be lying to you to tell you that. And I tell you the truth all the time. So I'm telling you, it is the hardest thing in the world to do, to cut these fuckers out. But now that I've done it, I'm telling you, it becomes your superpower, because then people know, okay, I got to be on my P's and Q's when I step into her energy, because she's not afraid to fucking walk away from me. And that's how I am. I'm like, I will give you a chance, but you got to show me, because if you don't show me, you can be gone tomorrow. You can be gone right now. And I know I'm going to be okay. So that's what this is about. Okay. All right. So the energy between the two of you, we got the Page of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Lots of passion, okay? You're going to want to rip each other's clothes off. Like I told you, you're both curious about each other. You're both excited about being together, okay? And this is about communication between the two of you as well, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so some of you, like I said, you're going to be receiving guidance from spirit on how to move through this situation. Okay, you have a spiritual team. Your spiritual team communicates with my spiritual team, who communicates with me. Okay, but you have them on your side. You are never alone, even when it feels like you got to cut everybody out. And you may have to do that. Okay, but the choice is yours. But if you want this new person, you got to show spirit that you are on a different timeline and you ain't entertaining the bullshit no more. Okay, so then we've got the spring and the fall card. So for some of you, I feel like this person is coming in. This new person is coming in the fall, which is right now. Okay, so get ready. Some of you, your person is gonna show up. And then for some of you, I feel like the springtime, it's talking about either they're gonna be coming in then, or because you still got to heal. Some of you, those of you, I feel like who have to heal, that's probably when your person is going to show up, probably around the springtime. Okay. But those of you who are get together in the fall, I feel like by the spring at the latest, you will probably be in a committed relationship with this person if you decide that that's the route you want to go. Okay. But remember, you have free will. You can be with this person if you want to be with. You don't have to be with them if you don't want to be with. But let me tell you this. If you decide to go back to that fucking twin, you let that twin, you know, run the okey doke on you and fuck with your mind and tell you all kind of shit. Because look, this person's going to come towards you. This is the new people. Hold on for a second, old people. This person's going to come towards you. They're going to tell you all this shit. They're going to tell you they changed. They're going to tell you they let go of whoever the fuck they was cheating on you with, even though they haven't. And then they're going to try to get you to stay stuck, to stay where you are. They're going to promise you that they're going to come in and be different, but they're not. They cannot sustain it. That's why it didn't work the first time, because this person can't sustain it and they don't want to be better. Like Spirit is telling you, you need to heal. This person doesn't want to do that. That's why they're doing the things that they're doing, because they've been wounded for years based on things that happened to them in childhood, and they're not trying to fix it. So you don't want it. And then they don't want you elevating. They want to keep you down where they are so that they don't have to elevate to be with you, because even though they love you, they just wanna do what they D or what they P. That's all it is. It is not about the love. They are suppressing the love and focusing on using you as a notch on their belt, using you as somebody they can come in and use and get attention and get, love and get sex and get all these things from. They don't want to be with you like you want to be with them. So I got to give you that shake, and I got to wake you up, because this channel ain't for everybody. If you can't handle the way I read, it's not going to change anytime soon. So if you don't like being told the truth, this channel is not for you, because I don't sugarcoat. Okay. All right. Like another channel I know that reads that we drink this coffee black. Let me say it like that. Okay. All right. We don't sugarcoat. I don't tell you, when I tell you stuff, it's about the right way to go, the right way to do. I don't tell you things about somebody who I know doesn't mean you well. If they don't mean you well, I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. So the next card, this represents what's in your power to change. We got the 8 of Pentacles, you putting in the work, whether you want to put in the work in order to bring this other person in. Okay. It could be about that. It can also be about you and this person coming together and you being willing to do the work with this person to build the type of relationship you've always wanted. Okay. Because it's going to be work regardless. All right. And like I told you, the difference between the new person and the old person is that the new person wants you to elevate, wants you to be good, wants you to do what they need, what you need to do. Okay. Because you've had a lot of destructive battles with this other person, with the twin. And, they have a lot of bottled up emotions. So we're going to let that go, move on. 8 of Pentacles. So we don't read the twin over here like that, because we've moved on. If you want to know about the twin, I got older videos. Contact me in the comments and I'll direct you to the older videos when I first started back. If you go back to, I think it was like July, the end of July, that's when we were still talking about the twin. Then we moved on to the twin with the soulmate, the readings together. And then after that, it becomes just the soulmate, because we leaving these people alone, these people who can't get it together. Okay. So this new person, the soulmate, they want to have a family with you. Okay. And they want to travel the world with you. Those of you who, don't have a family or don't want to have kids, this is about you and this person creating a business together. Okay. Birthing something together in creating something in the connection. Okay. Okay, look, see, Spirit is telling you this is about you healing. All right. Because you got big dreams when it comes to your life. And Spirit is telling you, you can have these dreams. A lot of these dreams are secret. People don't even know what you're dreaming. Okay. With this moon card here. But Spirit is saying you can have them. But you got to heal. You got to heal yourself. Some of you got to work on your chakras. I actually do that every day. I work on my chakras every day to keep them aligned. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have this card. Can't say the word. It says the relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What is dead is dead. So with this card, it's Spirit saying this is how you need to walk away from this old person. Okay. letting it go and leaving it alone for good. Okay, when it comes to what is not in your power to change is this Ace of Pentacles. So this is talking about a long-term, stable, and committed relationship. You having a fresh new start in love, and you have free will to decide if you want it or not. But you can't stop this from coming towards you. It is going to come towards you at whatever point you're ready. Whatever point you get done with your healing. Okay, whenever Spirit deems that you're ready. Because remember, I just told you, everything's happening in divine timing. It's happening when Spirit is ready for, feels like you're ready to handle it. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, a lot of cards here. Let's see. Okay, so here they go again. So, cheater, this is your twin, male or female cheater. Holding on to past karma, okay, past grudges. We ain't got time for that. We moving on from that, okay? So when it comes to your new person, this person's going to give you equal love. They're going to love you the way you want to love, the way you always love people. This is about you, Aquarius, learning how to open to receive, because you give all the time, right? And I know you're tired of that. You're tired of giving to people and they don't fucking give back to you. But this person is going to give you what you give, okay? So you have to learn how to receive, and this person is going to have to learn how to receive as well. Because the way I tell y'all, think about how good you feel when you give to someone. Think about how they feel, how you make them feel, and then how good you feel for doing it, okay? Now you got to reverse those roles and realize you have to allow this person to feel good too, to give to you, and you feel good for receiving, okay? So that's your new thing you got to learn. You have to start to open up, because you're about to have not only a man or woman that's going to come in and give to you, but you're going to have soul tribe, your true family. Because like I say, family don't have fuck all to do with DNA or blood, okay? In this world, it has nothing to do with that. If they don't treat you like that, they are not family, okay? So you got your true family, your soul tribe, that's on their way as well, okay? So you got to be ready to receive, because these people are going to want to give to you, and you're going to love them like they love you. So you got to give them the chance to give to you just like you give to them, okay? So this new person is going to be planning romantic dates. I told you they're going to date with intention, wanting to be in a committed relationship with you. Hierophant card, marriage, love, life partnership. This is not somebody taking this lightly. They're serious about being with you, okay? All right. Okay, so we got, see, look, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? That's your soul tribe right there. They coming. I told you they're coming. Okay, they're coming along with the soulmate. So it's not just your soulmate coming. Then we've got the Dark Night of the Soul card coming up here. Either you, your person, or the both of you could be going through Dark Night of the Soul. This has started to come up for a lot of signs. Okay, this is like a spiritual depression for those of you who don't understand. So it's like symptoms of depression, but it has to do with how you think spiritually, how you feel. It's like the things that normally bring you joy, they stop bringing you joy. It forces you to look at your life. That's why I tell y'all, just heal voluntarily. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Heal voluntarily. I'm not saying you can stop this from happening, but you can make it, how can I say? You can make it like less of a shock to your soul or to your system by doing this voluntarily, by healing yourself voluntarily, okay? Because I've been through a couple of these, and I know they ain't no damn joke. So if you're going through it right now, like I said, it's like you don't give a shit about nothing, Even when I went through mine, I didn't even want to read, and I love to read. I will read if I can't do nothing else, okay? I will read these cards for y'all if I don't do nothing else. But when the Dark Night of the Soul hits, sometimes I can't even do that. It's like you just don't care about nothing, okay? So move through this. Look at what you need to be looking at, because your spiritual team will be showing you things. Things will be popping up in your in your 3D to, you know, and you may even get psychic hits from your soul, you know, your, oh my God, your soul tribe, not your soul tribe, your spiritual team, sorry, your spiritual team, to help you to move through this. Okay, so follow what they're telling you, do what they're telling you to do, so you won't have such a rough time during the dark nights of the soul. But also remember, on the other side of this dark night of the soul, you got somebody waiting on you. Look at this person. They down on their damn knees ready to ask you to marry them. Okay? And then you got a soul tribe. So you're going to be surrounded with love when those of you who are going through this, when you come out on the other side. Okay? Those of you who have already gone through it, this is what is waiting for you on the other side. Okay? All right. Okay. Then now we have what action is in your highest interest, and we got the 5 of Wands. Okay, this can talk about competition, it can talk about inner and outer conflict. I'm going to clarify with Spirit to see what they want to tell you about this card. Okay, yeah, the competition, you're going to have people competing over you. Like I said, you will have other options. It's going to be this soulmate and the twin. You know, they may end up bumping heads over you, because this new person, male or female, they not gonna have nobody fucking with you. Nobody's gonna be allowed to fuck with you. Okay, just like I told you, you are theirs and you don't belong to anybody else, and they not gonna let nobody. They're gonna have your back unlike anybody else has ever had it. Okay, all right, so you're gonna be very admired by this person. Okay, and then we also have the fresh start card. You're gonna be able to have a fresh start when it comes to love, just in all areas of your life, not just love. That's why I tell you, focus on your career, focus on the things that you love, focus on the things that bring you joy, and continue to work on yourself. Continue to be the best Aquarius, working towards being the best Aquarius you can be. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this your twin coming up again, butting heads and arguing. And then we got abusive, drunken love. Okay, so we're going to throw that to the side, because you know I'm not entertaining that. All right. Like I said, don't be thinking about that twin, because that's what they want. They trying to keep the door open so they can stick they foot in and try to come back. So this new person is waiting on you, but they're going through a transformation, and they're letting go of things while they're waiting on the two of you to come together. Okay, this is somebody that's very patient. They don't mind waiting, doing what they need to do, because you are worth it to them. Okay, yeah. See, this fell out upside down. It says backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So a lot of you were blindsided by these people that you were in these connections with, both you and your person. Okay, so this fell out reverse. So this is Spirit telling you this is going to be the end to all of this. You're not going to have to deal with this anymore, but you have to make sure you do what you need to do to prepare for it. Okay, all right, so now we're going to get some messages from Spirit, see what else they want to tell you. A whole bunch of cards fell out. So it says promises. It says a past promise made will soon be delivered. Okay. So for some of you, you were promised this person years ago. So Spirit is telling you they're about to deliver on the promise. Then we've got chaos here. Hold on. It says unexpected, unforeseen events have created disturbances and disorder in this partnership. Okay. So those things are going to be taken care of. We've got self-esteem. It says someone is questioning their self-worth and or abilities. This could be you, because of what happened, you know, in your past relationships. It could be your person as well. Okay. If this is you, you know, you need to work on self-love and building yourself back up. Okay. We have intuition. It says the universe is providing intuitive guidance to direct you on your divine path. So I told you, you're being guided by Spirit. And then awakening. It says a new outlook and perspective on the situation is coming. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from this new person. We're not getting anything from the twin. Okay, we're not entertaining it. Okay, so we have I love you, Aquarius. It says my love for you is infinite. It says we are bonded in eternal love that is beyond space and time. Close your eyes and reach into this infinity. Know that it is real. I really want to reach out to you and tell you how I feel. The love I have for you in my heart, nothing can compare with. Okay. Remember always, my love, that I love you. Okay. So this person is telling you, the new person is telling you they love you, the soulmate. And then we got it says mine. It says, I want to take the honoring path towards you. So I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I am coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning. All right. So this person, you know, they want to come forward and confess, let you know how they feel. I told you, because a lot of you, this soulmate is already in love with you. They want to be with you. You the one for them. It's just a lot of you you don't know who the person is yet. But when the time comes, they're going to show up in the 3D for you. Okay. And then we got protected. And I told you, a lot of you is not going to be the same. They're not going to be the same race as you, because look at the hands. One hand is African American, and the other hand is it looks like it's another race, right? So it says protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when we're together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. Okay? So this person is, I told you, they've chosen you. They don't want anybody else. They don't see anybody else but you. Okay? All right. Let's get a few more messages, and then we'll get some oracle cards before I let you go. Okay, so we have, you are the only one who manages to calm down my inner beast. Okay, so this could be somebody that could have a temper at times. Like if somebody fucks with you or something like that, and you're going to be the one person that can calm them down. Okay. Then we've got, you are an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. This relationship is going to be healing and nurturing on both sides. This person is going to, you know, heal you and fulfill you in ways that you've never been healed or fulfilled, and vice versa. Then we have, I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. Okay. So this person, like I said, is lust and love. It's not just lust. Like I said, the only thing this other person is paying attention to is the lust. But this person, I think that's what makes the lust even more powerful. Why you want to tear each other's clothes off, why you have that passion, is because it's backed by love, by good, wholesome love. This person would rather see you happy, even if it wasn't with them. That's how you know somebody really loves you. Okay, because it's not all about them and them getting their needs met. They want you to get yours met. Since I met you, I have more energy to push towards my goals. So you inspire this person to be a better person. And I feel like it's the same way too. I feel like a lot of you are very, very excited about this new person coming in. Okay. All right. Let's get these Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Okay. Oh, see what I told you what it say very soon. It says, be clear about what you want, because within the blink of an eye, it will be yours. So like I told you, we got two different groups of Aquarians here. We have some where they've done their work, they've healed themselves, and Spirit is about to reward them with their person. Okay. And then we have another group that is just going through, they're starting. Okay. They're just learning how to walk away from this twin and, you know, love on themselves and build themselves up and heal themselves so that they can come into this energy and have their person. Okay. All right. Then we have final shot. It says, now is the time. The clock is ticking. If you never shoot your shot, then you will always wonder, what if? This is towards the twin, telling them this is going to be the last time they're going to get a chance. When like I said, when you come together with your person, that's when they're going to show up. Because think about this. Those of you who are in this energy, think about this. The people that are ahead of you, right? Where they about to come together with this person, the whole time, for some of them, this person, the twin, has never shown back up after they walked out. They turned away and walked away from the twin. So the twin's going to wait until this person is in a relationship and happy. These Aquarians are in a relationship and happy and want to come and try to fuck shit up. So does that sound like somebody that loves you? Does that sound like somebody who has your best interest at heart? Or does that sound like someone who is selfish and don't give a fuck about you and just want to get their needs met? Okay. All right. So last card we have here is, look, reconciliation. And the reason why it's saying reconciliation, those of you who are new, is because this is a past life connection. This soulmate that's coming in, you have shared many lifetimes with this person. So they're coming into this lifetime and the two of you are reconciling because you used to be together in other lifetimes. Okay. So it says, be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. It is the new person. and they are from a different lifetime. Okay, for some of you, let me say this. For some of you, it could be somebody from your past, but not the twin, or not somebody that you had a fucked up relationship with. This could be somebody you went to high school with. Could be a friend. It could be somebody in the same friend group as you. It could have been somebody crushing on you all these years and you fucking never knew this person felt this way for you until now. Okay? So you didn't have a romantic attachment to this person or any kind of fucked up fallout. All right? So for those of you where that's what this is, because I'm getting a lot of people in the comments that are telling me that their person was somebody that they knew, somebody that they already knew, and they didn't realize that this person had these feelings for them. Okay? All right, hold on. You know I got to find my comment because I took a picture of it so I can read it to you. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. You are so right with the return. My person from the past was just a friend from high school, and we are doing really well, and he's presently my soulmate. I had to leave the toxicity behind, and my soulmate came right on in as soon as I changed my frequency and vibration. Your past could be anyone. So listen to the reader, guys. It doesn't have to be someone you were in a relationship with, just like she said. Have faith and know the divine has someone that is better. But make room for it by ridding yourself of all and anybody or anything who is not serving you for your highest good. So I read that to you for you to know. This person got somebody from the past, but they weren't in a relationship with each other. So what does it matter if, as long as you weren't in a relationship with them, they didn't do nothing fucked up to you, there's nothing, no residue there from nothing, it doesn't matter. Why does it have to be somebody completely unknown? Because you never know. This person that she with could be way better. Because I'm assuming it's like this. The person that's coming is way better than anybody they could have picked. Because it's about you and this person. This person, let me explain this. This person is like going to be tailor-made for you. So it's like the way you want the relationship to go. That's why I tell you to visualize what you want. Talk about the way you want this relationship to go. Journal about it. Do whatever it is you need to do. Whatever way you manifest, or you know, when you want something to come in and you want it to come in a certain way, whatever way you do with it, right? So do that, because spirit is listening to what you're saying you want. And they're going to give you somebody that's going to treat you just like that. But like I said, just because it's somebody from the past, it don't mean that you were in a relationship with them. Like I said, this person apparently was you know, crushing on this girl the whole time, and she never knew. Okay? All right, so I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve farther into your relationship with this soulmate, this new love, by looking at both of your perspectives on the relationship, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go, Aquarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Seven of Cups. So this is about having options, choices, and being confused. But I feel like there's no confusion here because you've already made your choice. Because look at the card. See how the guy is holding a cup? There's 6 cups here, but he's already chosen one. And look, there, that looks like the moon there. So I feel like that spirit saying both of you have made your choice in secret. The other person doesn't know. Okay. Underneath this is the devil card. This is Capricorn energy. It is talking about, you know, it can talk about obsession. It can talk about a lot of passion in the connection. It can speak of addictions. I just feel like this is just talking about the hard times that y'all have had in relationships in the past. Okay. And this can just talk about, because look at the skeleton, right? It's like a skeleton in a closet is what it looks like something that was, you know, what's the word, bricked up, something that was bricked up, you know, like a skeleton in the closet. Like, you know, these are the things that you don't want anybody to know about, or you don't want anybody to see. And I feel like you have a lot of skeletons in your closet, and so does your person when it comes to the things that you've dealt with in relationships. Like, you know, maybe there's some regret, or you may have, you know, felt some type of shame about the things that you've gone through. But I feel like both of you are gonna talk about these things. That's why it's like broken down like that, like somebody's, you know, knocked all of this down. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen when the two of you talk to each other, and you're going to expose a lot of these things to each other. Okay. Underneath this is the 7 of Swords. This can talk about deception. It can speak of, you know, just being betrayed, cheated on, all these types of things. It can also talk about self-deception as well. Okay. And I feel like, you know, this is just, again, you know, talking about the things that you've been through in the past, that you've been through a lot of hard and difficult lessons and a lot of hard and difficult experiences. Okay. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles here. You're coming into a phase of your life when it comes to your relationships where you're going to have equal give and take. Okay. So we're going to start. Yeah. But you had to walk away from some things in order for that to happen. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying this 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay. So in the past, you felt bound to people, okay, but you've been devoted to them, but you know there was none of that from the other side of the, you know, other side of the relationship. So I feel like, you know, this is you now coming into a connection where you're going to be bound to this person, but because you choose to be, and there's going to be devotion, love, and caring on both sides. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, let's see what's coming out for them. Okay. Yeah. This person's been hurt. All right. Just like you have, but they're still wanting to let you in. They're still going to come through, and, you know, they're choosing you, and they're like, okay, you know, whatever happened in the past happened. I'm putting that to the side, and I'm still going to open myself up to this love because, you know, like I told you, they feel like you are the one. All right. So this first, placement we're going to take a look at represents how you represent yourself in this connection. So we've got the Page of Swords showing up for you. Okay, this is a air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This can speak of, you know, you watching this person. All right. This can also talk about delays, like, you know, you being like over it because there have been so many delays. But like I tell you, there are things that have to come together a specific way in order for this connection to work, because this is like a once in a lifetime chance between you and this person. Okay. So we've got the ascension happening. You are ascending. And then we've got the answer is no. So I feel like Spirit is saying that the time, not yet, that this is why there is a delay with this Page of Swords, is because it's not time yet. All right. Because you are still ascending and still healing and still working on certain things. Okay. When it comes to your person and how they represent themselves, they're representing themselves as the Queen of Swords. So this is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They've gone through a lot of things. They may have suppressed a lot of the hurt that they've gone through, but I feel like they are trying to let these things go. All right. And normally the sword is up, ready to strike somebody. But the fact that it's upside down, I feel like that's, you know, your person saying, you know, they're willing to put down the weapons and really open themselves up to this connection with you. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, this could be, you know, your person could be moving. This actually fell down upside down. So they could be somebody that's constantly on the move, and now they're about to stop because, you know, because of this connection with you, because we got the other card is passionate romance. Okay, so if this is somebody that's, you know, moves around or travels a lot, you know, for whatever reason, they may be bringing that to an end or bringing it to a halt or a temporary pause in order to have time to be with you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to how you and this person see each other, when it comes to how you see them, they're showing up for you as the Knight of Wands. So fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is just talking about you see them as coming towards you and willing to take a risk, okay, to be in this relationship. So you are at a crossroads, okay, and you've got to, the way you get rid of this barrier is by you making the choice between this new love and the old love, okay? All right. So when it comes to your person and how they see you, you're showing up for them in your most powerful energy as the Emperor. So they see you as a boss. They see you as somebody who is taking care of business, someone who is working on themselves, someone who's been through a lot. And you are, you know, picking up the pieces, putting yourself back together. I feel like this person has been watching your whole transformation with this Emperor card. Okay. They see you also as parent material, to have, you know, someone who would be a good person to have children with. Okay. So we've got hiding the truth and taking a risk. So this person has been hiding their truth. Okay. They have not been honest with you yet because the time is not right. But I feel like when that time comes, they are going to come in and take a risk. Okay. All right. So when it comes to how you both feel about the relationship, you're showing up as the Eight of Pentacles. You're, you know, coming in with that can-do attitude, Aquarius. You're ready to do the work in order to make this connection work. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay, so right now I feel like you are working on, you know, understanding certain things about what has happened to you in the past and what is happening now. And this material world, you are working on your money, building up your monies, you know, so that you can be financially stable. When it comes to your person and how they feel about the relationship, we've got the Knight of Cups here, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this person, you know, is taking this very seriously. Look, they have their cup. They're coming in. What are those things saying on the bottom here? It says Sunday, June 20th, 21st, 22nd. So the 20th of the month, the 21st or the 22nd might be, they might be significant to you. The Sunday may be significant as well because it says Sunday on each one of these papers here. And then the month of June or the number 6. Okay. So I feel like, you know, the time is coming. It's imminent for the two of you to come together because look at the ships. Because this reminds me of like the Three of Wands where someone's waiting for their ships to come in, but this person ain't even looking. They're just holding their cup. And I feel like they're waiting for spirit to let them know when it's okay for them to turn around. So all of this is happening. They're not even, I feel like they watch you and they know what's going on with you, but I'm saying the whole situation, you know how people are watching, like you watching on the tarot. I feel like they're not even doing that. They are just focusing on themselves and what they need to deal with when they're not watching you, and they're waiting for spirit to give them the go ahead to come forward. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we have fear, and you left quite an impression. So like I've told you this before, you know, you intimidate this person, okay? The way you are able to show up, you showing up in Emperor energy. So they know that they can't come to you any kind of way. You left an impression on them and they know that you are of high status, just like they are, because you both are showing up with the Seven of Cups energy, meaning that you have a lot of people that, you know, there may be people that you don't even know, Aquarius, that are checking you out, right? That want to be with you. Okay. So, and like I said, you may have a lot of options. I feel like your person has a lot of options as well. And so you both know the other person is high quality. And so this is just about this person is going to get over what they need to get over in order to, come forward and open themselves up to you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to what you both want from the relationship, when it comes to you, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is Sagittarius energy. This is about you wanting your luck. You're wanting what you deserve. You're wanting this soulmate to come into your life. You're ready for your destiny to occur. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah. So you and this person were in the, you're together in the 5D. I tell y'all this all the time. That's why you're getting the messages you're getting from this person and you're able to send them messages. You dream of them, all these types of things. You're constantly on each other's mind because you are already together. We're just waiting for the relationship to manifest in the 3D. Okay. Yeah, this is about, this connection already being received. You've already received it in the 5D. It's about it now coming out for you to be receptive to it in the 3D. So when it comes to your person and what they want from the relationship, we got the Knight of Swords here. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person is wanting to come in and sweep you off your feet. Okay, they're wanting to be like the knight or knightress of shining armor. Okay, guys, make it fit. And they're ready for the two of you to be together as well. Like I told you, just because this person is holding themselves back, it doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you. It doesn't mean that they're not tired of waiting. It's the same thing. The two of you mirror each other. Okay. Okay. So we've got the sadness and loss card here, and then the I'm sorry card. So I feel like for some of you, this could represent your person having had some type of loss. If it wasn't a romantic relationship, it could have just been a loss in their family. Okay. And then with the I'm sorry card, I feel like this is your person here. Okay. So we're going to let that one go. Let's clarify once more and get another card. Yeah. So this person has a lot of hopes and wishes about this connection. Okay. I feel like they're tired of the sadness and the losses that they've experienced in their past. And I feel like you are as well. Okay, so when it comes to how you see a possible future together, there's the Three of Wands. Okay, you're waiting for the ship to come in. There it is. Look how big it is. It's right there. It's right across this abyss, this hole, whatever you want to call it. This cycle. What is that? You call it the whirlpool? Yeah, it's right across the whirlpool. But the whirlpool is the stuff that y'all need to work on. And as you work on it, I feel like it will shrink until the ship comes in. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, see there, the two of you are mirroring each other. You got fear on your side too. You're afraid. You and this person are about to come into union. Okay, you don't even know this because look, the moon is here, so you don't even realize this person is closer than you think they are. Because look at how close this ship is, Aquarius. Look at that. Look at that. Let me get close so you can see it. Look how close it is. So you're going to be okay, Aquarius. You're going to be able to navigate this situation. It may feel like you're not going to be able to at this time, but like I said, address your fears, deal with the things that are making you nervous. Ask yourself about these things because you're supposed to be excited about this connection. I'm not saying there shouldn't be any nervousness at all, but I'm saying it shouldn't be on the level of anxiety or overwhelm. If you feel like that, then there's some things you need to, continue to take a look at until you can get it down to where it's manageable, because you always going to be nervous. It's a new thing. It's a new person. So of course that's normal. All right. So when it comes to your person and how they see a possible future together, they see success with the Six of Wands. They see you as their dream lover, and they're ready, to come on in and to have you come into their life. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah. They see you as, their luck, their lucky charm. So they may have some people, okay, they have to forgive, including themselves, but they're drawn to you and they're ready to come towards you, okay? For some of you, this could be this person. I keep telling y'all, for some of y'all, it's not everybody. So if this is not your message, don't take it. You don't have to come in the comments and tell me that you don't have to, you don't owe anybody an apology and nobody owes you an apology. Just don't take it if it's not your message. It is for a small group of you there was some type of false start between you and this person, and somebody gotta forgive the other person or apologize to the other person, or vice versa. Okay, that's what this is talking about with the forgiveness card for some of you. It's not everybody, but this person is drawn to you. So if they owe you an apology or whatever, they're gonna come forward and make it right, I feel like. Okay, all right, so now we are going to get some messages from your person, see what they want to tell you. Okay, so they miss you more and more every day. No matter how hard they try, their thoughts always sway back to you. So they think about you a lot. I tell you that all the time. You don't realize how perfect you are to me, is what they're saying. Let me see. Get one more. Okay, you're everything this person wants and needs. All right, that's why they're dropping everything. They're not dealing with nobody else. You're the only person that they're trying to be with. Okay, they're not worrying about them other options. They don't mean anything to them. Okay, it says, I don't know how to not dream of you. So many things remind me of you. Okay. Okay, then we have mission. It says, together, we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I'm determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. All right. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to get the messages from Spirit. Hold on. Forgot to get your other card. Sorry about that. Okay, I got you a few more because I didn't get it. I forgot. So you got the Three of Cups showing up here. This is about, reunion, because like I said, it's a past life connection. That's why it's a reunion. All right. Then we have the Emperor showing up again. So it's about, logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Structure and discipline. This is about you being structured and disciplined about what you're doing. Look, there's the Three of Wands showing up again as well. So look, and then look, just like that other person, the other card where they had their back turned with the cup, the Knight of Cups, this Three of Wands is showing up the same way, where the ship is like huge. So for a lot of you, this person is about to come in. Like I told you, they're closer than you think they are. That is why this union card is showing up here. Okay. So Spirit is just telling you to don't worry about it. Stop looking, stop worrying about it, and just live your life. Okay. And that when it's time for this person to show up, they will. And then the Two of Swords here. This is about, shitting or getting off the pot. You have to realize that, you got to make a decision. All right. You can't be, don't ignore the red flags, even your own red flags. Do what you need to do. And when the time comes, be prepared to make your decision. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some Romance Angel Oracle cards from Spirit and see what else they want to tell you about this reading. Ooh. Okay, so we have wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. We've got getting to know each other. It says as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. Then we have unrequited love. This might be for those of you who are still messing around with that twin. Okay. If you're not messing around with the twin, then this is not for you. It is for whoever this is for knows that it's for them. Okay. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So somebody is still under the impression that the twin is going to be their saving grace when they're not. Okay. So this is Spirit telling you, leave that damn twin alone, because the twin don't want you like that. Okay. And I hate to be, blunt and have to give it to you like that. But that is what is really going on. We don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to be rejected, but you don't need to be messing around or fucking around with somebody who ain't fucking around with you like that. Okay. They fucking around with you, but not in the way that you want to be messing around with them. Okay. All right. So I hope this helped, Aquarius. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into new love by looking at another spread for you and your soulmate, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go, Aquarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Two of Swords. So this is talking about, it can talk about the fact that you have to make a choice between your old love and the new love. This can also speak of the fact that, you may have your head stuck in the sand, or you may have had it in the past and not been really looking at what has gone on in your love relationships, okay? And so this is about you basically seeing what's really going on, taking the blindfold off, pulling out the secrets, pulling out the skeletons in the closet, and really looking at what is happening in your life so you can recognize the patterns and heal it, okay? Underneath this is the Page of Wands. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is talking about, a love offer, okay? It could be communication. It could also speak of the fact that you and your person are curious and excited to be with each other and to meet each other. Underneath this is the King of Pentacles, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is talking about a long-term, stable, and committed relationship. So I feel like you and your person, you and the soulmate, both see each other as the one with whom you can be life partners, okay? And then underneath this is the Page of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Page of Cups card does represent Pisces, and I've said this before, it keeps coming up, this card does. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is that for some of you, it's a small amount of you, it's not everybody, okay? So if this is not, your message, then don't take it. Don't take the message, just move on, okay? With the Page of Cups, for some of you, you had a false start with this soulmate, and this is about both of you coming back together and rectifying the situation. And there may be an apology. It could be from your person's side. It could be from your side. It could be from both sides. Okay. So like I said, those of you where this is going on, you know who you are. Okay. And this is not for everybody. It's just for a small amount of people. This card keeps coming up. And I feel like that's what Spirit is talking about you coming together and fixing it. Okay. Underneath this is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. It is talking about, believing in yourself, overcoming things, and really building up your courage and your inner strength in order to prepare for this connection, okay? And stepping into your power as the Empress, opening yourself up emotionally, okay, to this relationship. So this is Taurus, Libra energy. So we're going to start, Aquarius, by clarifying this Two of Swords, okay? Two of Swords, please. Okay. Okay, so when it comes from your side, we have miles apart. It says, even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. So for a lot of you, you are at a distance from this person, okay? You may have met this person online. This could be someone, like I said, that you work with. This could be someone that travels for their, their work, okay, or their businesses or whatever it is. But for a lot of you, you are at a distance from this person, and Spirit is telling you that to not let that deter you from being in this connection with this person, because at some point the two of you will come together, okay? Then we also have, return. This person is coming back, okay? I'm saying return for those of you that are new, because this is somebody that you had a past life connection with, okay? When it comes to your person's been hurt, okay? This could talk about, the last connections that they were in. They may be trying to get over certain things. This, for some of you, this could talk about that Page of Cups card that we were talking about, where I told you there's an apology in order. So either they may have hurt you, you may have hurt them, or the both of you may have had a misunderstanding and hurt each other, okay? Like I said, this is not going to apply to everybody, okay? But your person is sitting in the energy of being hurt. And then, oh my God, here we go with this twin flame shit. Talking about mirroring, shared feelings, reflected. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let me pull another card, because ain't nobody trying to listen to that. I'm not in the mood for that tonight. Okay, then we got the Family card. So this is about this new person coming in, and this is about the two of you creating a family together, whether, it be through you actually having a family with each other, or the two of you blending a family together, okay? Because it's talking about parenthood, pregnancy, fertility, okay? For some of you, it could be adoption. It could also be the birthing of a business, okay? Because you and this person is not going to just be about romance, okay? It's going to be other areas of your life where the two of you are going to do things. And one of those things has to do with materially and, you know, with money, and the two of you being a power couple and, you know, birthing, like I said, companies and things like that, okay? All right. Hold on. Let me get another card because I think this card might be talking about, you know, who we not finna talk about. All right. Okay. So we've got the ask for guidance card. So your person is relying on spirit and their intuition, you know, for the right time to come into this connection with you. All right. Okay. So this first card here represents, Aquarius, your love for this new person. So we got the Seven of Swords showing up here. This can talk about betrayal. It can speak of just being betrayed, stabbed in the back, you know, cheated on, all these types of things. And I feel like, you know, this is something that you've had to work through or you're currently working through with the Seven of Swords. Let me clarify it because I want to see what else Spirit wants to tell you about it. Seven of Swords, please. Okay. Yeah. This is Spirit telling you that this needs to be released. That's what's going on. Hold on one second. Okay. So, yeah. In the past, you had somebody who was possessive. Let me say this. If something comes up that has to do with this past person, all right, I'm not going to delve deeply into it. If it has to be talked about, we will talk about it, but it's not going to be deep, all right? So don't be coming at me in the comments talking about, oh, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is my reading, and I'm going to do it the way Spirit is telling me to do it because I am working together with Spirit. This is not me just doing whatever I want to do. So if I'm saying something about the old person, it is because there is someone in this collective that is going to watch this video that needs to hear what is being said, okay? So I'm not saying this for all y'all because the majority of y'all, I appreciate y'all, you know, the support you give me and all the big ups in the comment section and stuff like that. So, you know, I love y'all. You know, I love y'all, Aquarius. Y'all know y'all like one of my favorite signs to read for. But there are also people that keep showing up trying to troll and say all this crazy stuff. And I just need to cut y'all off at the fucking knees and let y'all know, not in my comment section. Okay. Like I said, I've already said something about this in the Twin Flame read, and I'm saying it again because, you know, it's people coming up that's not listening to what I'm telling you. And so, like I said, if you want to get kicked out of the comment section and not be allowed to say anything, keep it up. Okay. So we've got the possessiveness card showing up here. It says someone here is holding on too tightly and is starting to suffocate the connection. Love should need to cage you and claim you. So this is all this shit here is talking about this twin. Okay. So we not, like I said, you already know about this. You know what the person is trying to do. They're trying to hang on because you want to move on. So Spirit is telling you to continue to move forward and release this person. Okay. All right. Let me pull another card and see what else comes up. Because y'all know I try to stay away from this person, but sometimes they pop up and sometimes there are things that need to be communicated. So we got past life connection. This is talking about this new person. So this is about, you know, you and this person having a past life connection and coming together. And then we've got the running card. It's saying ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay, I don't know why this person keeps showing up in this damn read. Hold on. Another card, please, Spirit. Okay, so this is about you purging and releasing, okay? Purging and releasing. Every time this person comes to mind or anything comes up about this person, purge it and release it and let it go. They're trying to hang on because they know that you are moving forward. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep walking in the direction of the soulmate and just fucking forget this person, okay? All right, so the next card we're going to take a look at represents your person's love for you. We got all these crazy cards coming up. So we got the Five of Pentacles. This is about your person feeling like this connection is going to stop the both of you from feeling left out in the cold, stop the both of you from feeling ghosted, stop the both of you from basically, you know, being traumatized and being abused and all this. I feel like that's why this Five of Pentacles card is coming up, because this is about the both of you coming in from the cold. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Five of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about you and this person establishing a foundation. Okay. A family again, and security, stability, all of those things. All right. And then we've got the intimacy card. So it's about both of you healing yourself to the point to where you're able to come into this connection and open up to each other. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to take a look at represents how does your past, Aquarius, affect this current connection. Okay. All right. So we have the Six of Swords. We've got the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so in the past, this is talking about, you know, the fact that you were in a relationship or in relationships where you felt like you had missed opportunities, where you tried to put yourself out there, be the best you could be, and it didn't work out, okay? But you are moving forward. You are healing from these connections, I feel like, and with the Chariot card, again, Cancerian energy, this is about you overcoming these things, about you being ready to take this leap of faith, because you're going to overcome what you need to, balance out the both sides of your personality, do that shadow work, and be successful, okay, when it comes to overcoming what you need to overcome, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, so we have, recognition. So there's going to be soul recognition between you and this new person. Then we have the shadow work card. Spirit is telling you that there's still shadow work to be done. If this old person keeps popping up in the read, that is why. There is shadow work that needs to be done, okay? And you need to make sure that you're doing that. Okay, so we have unspoken feelings showing up here. It says you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. So in the beginning, it's going to be like this with you and this new person. There will be unspoken feelings because you both have to feel each other out first before you trust each other enough to come together and be honest about how you feel, okay? Then we have the still standing card. It says you didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. So this is going to be a connection where the both of you are, you know, when you go through these tests, when you go through these trials and tribulations as a couple, it's only going to strengthen the connection is what Spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents how does the past affect your person and this current connection. Okay. All right. There's all these cards falling. So we've got the Nine of Cups, the Parish card. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So this person's going through a transformation. Okay. This is Scorpio energy. You know, I feel like, you know, you are their wish fulfillment, as I always tell you, and they are yours. They are preparing themselves with this Queen of Wands, fire sign. There's someone with a lot of fire in the chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They are preparing themselves to be able to come together with you. And they have a love offer for you with the Page of Pentacles for something, you know, solid, stable, committed. Okay. And then with the Knight of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they are going to come in out of nowhere. Like I said, it's supposed to be a surprise. You're not supposed to see this person coming, and they're going to come in and sweep you off your feet. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay. Yeah. This is about a fresh new start in love. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this person's pretending, they're wearing a mask. They're, you know, it says exaggeration here. Like I told you, for some of you, this person is right in your energy, just right around you on a regular basis. And you just haven't, you know, figured it out, or they haven't, you know, let you know yet who they are, because like I told you, they're waiting for that tap on the shoulder from Spirit. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents how your love's going to be when you first come together, how the love relationship's going to be when you first come together. Okay. There is going to be, we have the Nine of Swords, okay? Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So this is Spirit telling you, you know, there's going to be worry, okay? Because you're both coming out of traumatic situations and you are trying to, you know, gear yourself up for this relationship. So there are going to be times where you second guess. There may be times where you feel a little nervous, okay? Like I told you, as long as it's not something overwhelming or something where you're wanting to just turn and run away from this person, okay? You have to give this a chance. You have to get out of this energy and stop worrying about what is happening. I understand it's hard for you to trust because you've been through so much, Aquarius. I get it. And especially y'all been through a lot of fucking shit because I've been reading for y'all on and off since 2020. And the cards don't talk about nothing but a lot of the shit that you've gone through. Okay. So you have a right to be in this energy, but it's time to put this down. It's time to let this go and to realize that, yes, things have a potential to get better, but you have to help it. You have to help it to move in the direction you're wanting it to move in. Okay. All right. So with the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant, Spirit is telling you there's nothing to worry about because you're moving into a connection where you're both going to give and receive equally. And it's headed towards commitment or marriage or whatever it is that you're wanting. Okay. So there's no need for this, for you to sit in this energy. All right. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay, so we have the material world. This is about you focusing on you getting your money together, okay? So you could have, you know, some significant gains in your money. You know, I feel like it's starting to pick up now, but it's really going to hit its stride in the summertime. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Then we also have travel partner here. It says you found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. So you and this person are going to be traveling all around the world with each other. Okay. And that could start happening this coming summer. Okay. And for some of you, this could be somebody you met this past summer. And for others of you, this could talk about you and this person coming together in the summer. Okay. And so, like I said, don't be getting upset because you have to realize you got to get yourself together. You got to get your money together. This is about you being in a relationship with somebody because you fucking want to be in a relationship with them, Aquarius, and not because you need something from them or because they're doing something for you that other people aren't doing or you know, for any other crazy reasons we get into relationship with me. Some people get into, I'm not saying you're doing this, but some people get into relationships because they need a place to stay. Some people get into relationships because, you know, they're in a situation where the person cares more for them than they care for the person. You know, it's like crazy reasons why people get into relationships. But this is about you standing in your power and being discerning and knowing, okay, I get to choose whoever the fuck I want to be with because I don't need these people in my life. I want to have somebody in my life. I want to be in a committed relationship, but I don't need it. That's what Spirit, that's why there's this push for you to fix your money, for you to make sure all the other areas of your life are good. It is so you can step into it as an independent, a truly independent person and know that whether this works out or not, you can take care of your damn self. You ain't got to bend for nobody if you don't want to. Okay. If for some reason you decide that this is not for you, you can turn around and walk away and remain unscathed because you can take care of yourself. You don't need this person. It's about you wanting to be in a relationship and about you being able to be selective about who you get into a relationship with. Okay. All right. Getting hot. Okay. So the next question or next placement we're going to take a look at represents how your love life with this person is going to be in the future. Okay. Where you're going to be headed. Okay, so we've got Page of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 7 of Wands. Then we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Sun. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is saying is that in the beginning, there's going to be, the both of you are going to be guarding your energy, right? Really, really taking your time and checking each other out. Okay. Then with the Page of Swords, there may possibly be delays. You're watching each other. We know that because you're watching this and your person watches you. I tell you that all the time as well. Okay. Also with the Page of Swords, this is talking about, you know, delays, because it's two people coming together. Okay. It's not one person who has to get themselves together, and as soon as they get themselves together, everything just pops off. It's two different people and you're mirroring each other. So whatever crises or whatever you're going through, your person's going through something similar. Okay. And just like I said, whatever you've experienced, your person is experiencing similar things as well. So it's about both of you needing to walk away, continuously walk away from things that no longer serve you. Because even when you get into this relationship with this person, there's going to be people and situations that you're going to have to walk away from. I told you, it's going to be people around you that you didn't even know were envious or jealous, or maybe it didn't show itself full force until you get into this connection and they see you happy and they see you relaxed and with somebody who really loves and cares for you. Especially people who have a problem with not being needed. Like, you know what I mean? Like people, like maybe, for instance, this is just an example. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. Like, for instance, you may have people in your friend group that are single, or they're used to you being single. And then when you get into a relationship with somebody and you're happy and you're relaxed and you're having a good time, and maybe you don't spend as much time with them as you used to, they might have a fucking problem with it. And it might get to the point where you have to walk away, but it's going to be some fallout. I'm just letting you know already. I'm not trying to be negative Nathan or David Downer, because you know I believe in the men being negative just like the women. You want to say the women's names, we're going to say the men's names too. So with the 8 of Cups, this is about you recognizing, because you're not just using discernment for this new person, Aquarius. You're using discernment for everybody around you, because I've told y'all this many times in the past, that there are people in your life that you, at some point or other, you're going to have to cut them loose, because you can't take everybody with you into this new timeline that you're stepping into with this person. Okay. All right. And so the both of you are going to be headed towards happiness, the ultimate happiness with the Sun card. This is talking about you and your soulmate coming together. It's Leo energy. You know, it can talk about, you know, you starting a family. It's about, like I said, again, the ultimate happiness. So it's about you and your person getting to a point to where you're relaxed, you know, you're trusting of each other, you're trusting of the relationship, and about fully allowing the other person into your life so that you can be happy. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. See, well, I tell you, being watched, right? Okay, so like I said, this person wants to come in. They're gonna want to be attached to you. Okay, they're gonna want to be in this connection with you. And again, there's distance, separation, space, blockages right now. But I feel like, you know, you're working through that. As you heal yourself and prepare for this connection, you're coming together. And I told you, 2 different backgrounds, right? It says different worlds here. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems. And that creates both fascination and friction. Okay. So this is about, you know, you and this person being from different backgrounds and just coming together and learning how to coexist in a beautiful, loving relationship together. Okay. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of admiration, as I tell you, devotion. The two of you are really, really going to, once you put the guns down and relax, I feel like it's going to be a very beautiful connection. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents the outside challenges that you're going to need to overcome. Okay, so we've got 3 cards that fell. We have the 3 of Wands, okay? The Tower, which is Scorpio energy, and we have the 4 of Swords. So with these cards, this is about, again, you know, you going through this 4 of Swords, which is like the mini hermit for me, all right, to build a proper foundation, a new foundation, the way that it's supposed to be built, because your past foundation and your person's past foundations, all of our foundations were not built properly, okay? It was built on people pleasing and built on us trying to bend over backwards to, you know, make other people happy, when it's about, at the end of the day, us also, and us getting our needs met, and people, you know, making us feel like we weren't good enough to be in the connection, or what it was, even though we give our all, that's not good enough. They need more. Or when it's time to give back, you know, oh, you're needy. Why do you need this? Why do you need that? When the problem was the people that we were dealing with, they just couldn't rise to the occasion. Okay. Because if you're wanting the ultimate, you got to be willing to give the ultimate as well. I tell y'all that all the time. Whatever it is you want from this person, you have to become that for them as well, because it's a mirror reflection. So I feel like the same thing was current with these people in the past, because I tell y'all all the time, y'all don't know how to, it's not a thing of, okay, well, I'm gonna give you 5% love today, and maybe tomorrow I'll give you 55, and then maybe for Christmas I'll give you 100. You know, it's you're not like that, because I'm not like that either, and I just don't understand people who can do that. But no, you know, criticism here. I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying that that's just not, I feel like, how the majority of us are built. Because I feel like if that was the case, there would be no problem. We would be able to be in relationships with people where, you know, nobody was given 100%. But who the fuck wants that? Who the fuck wants that? Because I know I don't want that. I'd rather be by myself than to be with somebody who is doing shit like that on a regular. Okay? That's why I tell you, you have to stand in your power and know your worth, and know that if somebody is showing up in your energy and they're not willing to give what you give, you got to be willing to walk away. You got to be willing to say no, okay? Even after the shit you've been through with these people from the past, okay? So we've got, like I said, with the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Swords, like I said, you going through this gauntlet here. You going through the healing and, you know, building a new proper foundation for yourself so that your ships can come in, okay? Which is this relationship, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, so this is about you putting an end to cycles, okay, on your end with your person. They may be getting divorced or have gotten divorced from somebody. The person that they were with, they may have been married to them, or it just may have been a higher level of commitment. And this is just a symbol of, you know, this commitment breaking down or it ending, okay? Then we've got a aligned future here. It says the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose, okay? And then we've got chasing. It says pursuit, toxicity, resilience. So this is about the ending, putting an end to this. Nobody's going to be chasing anybody. You both are going to be standing toe to toe and being, or if there's any chasing, it'll be your person coming after you. Or guys, you might be chasing, you know, your new person. And I don't mean that in like a toxic way. I mean like courting your person, you know, like being there, always being there, constantly, you know, coming towards this person. That's what I mean by chasing. I don't mean the toxic, you know, the runner chaser shit. I'm not talking about that. Okay. All right. Okay. So the last placement we're going to look at represents how you can strengthen your weaknesses as a couple. Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell. We have the Queen of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 6 of Wands here. And then we have Judgment, which is Scorpio energy again. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is it's about coming out of this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, you've been through a lot. You know, this talks about like suppressed emotions. It can talk about divorce. It can also speak of which we saw the card. So for some of you, your person has gone through some type of a divorce. It can talk about, you know, someone who's been widowed, someone who's been through a lot. Like I tell you, who's gone through a lot when it comes to relationships and suppressing some of that energy. So Spirit is telling you, you know, it's time to stop suppressing, heal these things, let them go, release them, right? Because we had the release card show up in the very beginning of the reading. And, you know, so that you can have this second chance at love with a Judgment card and be successful, okay? Because both of you are each other's dream lover. And, you know, it's about the both of you coming together and having that second chance. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got balancing the situation on your person's side. So this is about them, you know, not only balancing themselves, okay, and you balancing yourself individually outside of the connection, but the both of you coming into the relationship and creating balance, okay? Then we've got clarity, truth, intentions, honesty, like the both of you coming in and being honest with each other. And then we've got the confessions card, unveiling, coming clean, messages, okay? All right. And then with you, we have the awakening card. Okay. We know you're going through an awakening. And then playing games. It's the end of playing games. Okay. It says they've got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. I feel like this is a warning from Spirit for people who are not this soulmate who could be coming into your life. Because I've told y'all that as well, that it may not just be the twin and this soulmate that you have to choose from. There may be other people coming in as well, because once you start to shine bright like a diamond, baby, everybody's going to want, it's going to be like a, what they call like a moth to the flame, right? You're going to be shining brightly and everybody's going to want some. Okay. I hear that. What is that song? Is David Lee Roth? Not David Lee Roth, but, oh God. Whoever he used to be in the thing with, remember they changed it. It used to be David Lee Roth was the lead singer, and then it was somebody else. But it is a song back when he was the lead singer. And it's like, everybody wants some. I want some too. That's what I hear in my head. That's what they playing. So somebody will tell me who it is in the thing, or it might come to me before the end of the read. But that's what it's going to be like that. And you'll have these people coming at you. And like I told you, this is part of the test too, to see if you know how to use your discernment. You know what it is you're looking for and what you deserve. And if these people come in trying to fool you or pull the wool over your eyes, can you see what this person, you know, what these people are doing? Or is it going to be the same situation all over again? That's why I told you the healing and the understanding your patterns is so important, because you never know when a situation will arise where you'll have to dig down into, you know, that bag of lessons you got, right? And pull out what you've learned and have to apply it. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit and see what else they want to tell you about the reading. Okay. So we have rising flames. Okay. It says, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. So this is Spirit telling you, go after your passions, go after what it is you want to do, because it's when you light yourself up like that. Like I told you, when you become that flame, when you shine bright like a diamond, that is what attracts your person to you and other people as well. Okay. Then we have right track. It says you're going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. So Spirit, this is clarification from Spirit that you're going in the right direction. Okay. Then we've got make a change. It says embrace growth, seek new paths, and welcome transformations with an open heart. Okay. Transformation is only going to make your relationship better. The better Aquarius you can become, the better your relationship is going to be when you come together with your, you know, your soulmate. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person, see what they want to tell you. Okay. So we have the love card here, and we also have need you. So the first card says love. I want to make love to you in a way you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known each other. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Okay. All right. So like I said, this person wants to be with you on a level, to touch you and be intimate with you. And I don't mean, I'm not saying touch you, but I'm sure that's what they want to, pun intended, but then not with what I'm just saying. They want to be as close and as intimate with you as they possibly can. And I'm not just talking about sexually. Okay. Then we've got need you here. Okay. It says, you are so nurturing, magnetic, passionate, and a queen or king in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. Okay. All right. Let's get some more messages. Okay, so we've got, I can be myself with you. Okay. I compare others to you, but not, you know, with this card, it's not in a negative way. They compare other people to you, meaning, why don't these other people stand up against you? Okay. Because remember, I told you this person's already decided that you're the one they want to be with. They daydream about a life with you. Okay. And then they find you so attractive. Okay. Okay, then we have, I could care less about being, see what I just tell you? I could care less about being with anyone else. Like I told you, I can't make it up. It's just falling out of deck. I will always come back to you. Okay. You are truly my dream come true. I told you this person, once the two of you come together, they're not going to want to be with anybody else. They already don't want to be, but they really not. I told you, when y'all get into arguments or whatever, disagreements, you're going to be like, leave me alone. They're going to be like, I ain't going nowhere, Aquarius. I'm right here with you and I'm not leaving. Okay. So we've got, I'm always with you even when you think I'm not. Okay. So I feel like that's, you know, energetically. All right. Let me get a few more. Okay. We have, you're my everything. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Get one more. Okay. I want to make you mine. Okay. Now, let's get some Lover's Oracle cards. See what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Okay. So we got two cards. We have this one first. It says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay. So this is about you letting go of the thoughts that have been hindering you and holding you back from the type of life you want to live, period. It's not just about your love life. It's about every area. Okay. About you believing in yourself and knowing you can bring about the life you want. Okay. Then we have this card and it says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are also qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Okay. So that very, like them people, you know, them people that just get on your damn nerves, and it's like they know just how to push your buttons and just say fucked up shit and piss you off or whatever. A lot of that stuff you don't like about them is shit that you carry too. And you just, the fact, I guess it's the fact that you can see it in somebody else magnified like that. I guess that's what is the irritant, you know, what irritates you about it. Okay. So you gotta realize that too. Like I said, any triggers that you got going on, deal with your triggers, Aquarius. Cause I'm telling you, Spirit just been giving me every fucking trigger they could give me lately, you know? So that's how I know this person is coming, because it's like they trying to, every little thing that fucking pissed me off, they just bringing it out. That's why I be on this channel going off about the comments and stuff, because I'm like, you know, come on, you know, we don't need to do that. But it is because they're bringing these people forth to trigger me, so I will heal the shit I got to deal with. So I'm telling you, even as a card reader, I get it too. It ain't just y'all. So that's what I'm saying. If you feeling yourself overly triggered lately, it's because Spirit is trying to pick out every fucking little thing they can before this person comes. And I know it sounds crazy, but, and it sounds like they just purposefully trying to irk you and irritate you, but it's not what it is. They're trying to help you to, like I said, be the best Aquarius you can be. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Aquarius.